Pontiac Grand Prix 3.8 liter Series 3 V6. That cover comes off by unscrewing this out of there, and it should come off. The problem is this elbow, this plastic piece right here, leaking coolant. Goes into the intake, comes back, goes into the tensioner. So, I'm going to have to remove coolant bottle, get it out of the way. Alternator and tensioner are going to have to come off and come up to access it. Be right back. Two 10mm bolts come off here. The bottle slides up and out of the way. 15mm bolt here on the tensioner. We're going to get a socket and an extension and pull that belt off so that we can pull the rest of this stuff here off. Socket on there. Got my extension there. We're going to push back, unload, and take that belt off. Alright, belt's off. Remove the nut here. 10mm bolt here, which I've loosened up. Take that off. Then you have bolt there, a bolt there, and then a bolt back here. All 15mm. Be right back. Once you've got all three of those bolts out, then this is loose. You just work your way out. And obviously have a catch pan under there to catch your coolant. Replace the elbow. I've bought a kit that has that elbow and this elbow in it, and so I'm going to replace both while I'm here. As you can see, as this came out, it broke off in the block. And then this one here broke at the elbow there. Make sure that you dig out any broken pieces that are in the intake so that you don't wind up fighting it. Make sure you get it out of the inside of the tensioner as well. Both sides on mine are broken off in the engine and in the tensioner itself. So I've got the new ones here. You notice one has got a purple O-ring on it and the others don't. The purple one goes into the water pump inlet. Right there. So don't get the two confused and struggle with it. Alright, so I did put a little bit of grease on those O-rings to keep them from binding up as we went back together. A little wiggle there, and we're back in. A little wiggle, and we're back in there. Put our bolts back in, our 15mm bolts back in, and back together we go. Alright, we've hand tightened our bolts back in there. Now we're going to put a wrench to them, 25-30 foot-pounds, and get them snugged down. Alright, belts back on, brackets back on, tighten down. I'm going to put the coolant bottle overflow bottle back in, fill it up with coolant, and get it going.